Buleleng Satpol PP goes into investigating issue of Russian colony built in Pancasari. And foreign tourists killed by uprooted trees in Monkey Forest Ubud, Bali. Wow, this one is a terrible one. Okay, stay tuned for details on these and other stories. Welcome to the latest news from Bali in Indonesia. This is December 12th, 2024, and my name is Bruce. And what is the weather like today? Well, it is cloudy, and cool. Well, relatively cool, 28.5 degrees Celsius at 9:30 in the morning. And the humidity is 77%. It is going to rain again. Rained yesterday as usual. And the wind speed is 8.4 kilometers per hour. And we've got what the government calls extreme weather, and trees are falling and roofs. And well, one of the stories is a tragedy in Ubud when 2 tourists were killed by falling trees. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. And so first, let's get into more Russian scares. Buleleng Satpol PP goes into investigating issue of Russian colony built in Pancasari. Well, not built, planning to be built, I think, is the issue. The issue of Russian citizens building Russian settlements or colonies in the Pancasari Village area in Sukasada, Buleleng, is currently viral on social media. In response to this, the Buleleng Regency Satpol PP team, together with the Tourism Pol PP, conducted a direct investigation to confirm if the allegations are true. Head of Buleleng Regency Satpol PP, Igade Arya Swardana, said his team immediately went to Pancasari Village on Wednesday, that's the 4th, so a week ago, after the issue circulated on social media. We went to Pancasari Village head office and met with the local village officials. They were not aware of the Russian colony in the village, he explained. Information obtained from the village stated that the location seen in the viral upload was in the Buyan Lake area, which has been managed as a tourist destination area, known in Indonesian its initials as TTW. Around the area, there's state land managed by a company with building use rights, HGB status. Arya said, according to information received from the public, the HGB permit was transferred to another party who is a Russian citizen by borrowing the name of an Indonesian citizen as a nominee. Which is illegal. The issue of a Russian colony being built in the area was then raised. Related to the ownership of the Russian person, it is feared that they will form a Russian settlement. The Satpol PP team also visited the location according to the viral upload and managed to meet with the Pancasari Village-owned enterprise BUMDES. From the information obtained, it is known that the land in question is currently still in dispute. It was stated that the HGB status had expired in 2012 and the status of the land returned to state land. The land was requested by the local BUMDES to be managed as a tourist location. However, the land was later claimed by the company, and the company sent a warning to the BUMD. The company has claimed ownership of the land, even sending a warning to residents to vacate the location, he said. Wow. According to him, the area now is only used for glamping, glamping, that's glamorous camping, business activities managed by BUMD's Pancasari, as well as by local residents who use their private land. Until now, from our checks, there are no Russian settlements in the area, he said. And so another issue with Russians moving in and setting up settlements. At this point, doesn't seem to be a Russian settlement, but concern to local people and these land issues and who's building where and what foreigners are doing. Well, this continues to go on and on and on. And as the article said, the ownership of the land seems to be still up in the air. And so see if there's any follow-up on this in the coming weeks. And with the extreme weather, we've got lots of issues of trees falling down and blocking roads, sometimes hitting cars, hitting motorbikes. And in this case, a tragedy. 2 tourists were killed in Ubud in Monkey Forest. Foreign tourists killed by uprooted trees in Monkey Forest, Ubud, Bali. 2 foreign tourists died after being hit by uprooted trees in the Monkey Forest in Ubud on Tuesday, December 10th. Additionally, 3 other foreign tourists were also injured due to the incident. Senior Police Chief AKBP Umar explained the chronology of the incident that occurred around 12:30 in the afternoon. Heavy rain in Ubud, accompanied by strong winds, caused several trees in Monkey Forest to be uprooted and hit some foreign tourists in the area. Among the uprooted trees were Beringen trees and Kresek trees. Police officers, Monkey Forest managers, and the Gianyar Regional Disaster Management Agency, BPBD, along with the community, have assisted the victims and taken them to the hospital, secured the location, and cleared the falling trees, said Umar. The 2 foreign tourists who died, Fanny Justine Christine, a 32-year-old female French citizen, and Kim Yoon, a South Korean citizen, 42 years old. In addition, 3 foreign tourists who were injured. Monkey Forest Ubud manager Lee Nyoman Lilier stated that after the trees fell, they immediately provided assistance with the help of staff and tourists at the location. This includes taking the victims to the Kanat Medica Ubud Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, Bali Provincial Police Public Relations Division head said that he urged residents and tourists to remain vigilant and careful when traveling outside, especially amidst heavy rain and strong winds that Bali's experienced in recent days. He hopes that people reduce their activities outside the home if there are no important and urgent needs. In rainy conditions, he said, it is better to avoid traveling from home. Find a safe place and be careful and vigilant. And here's another story illustrating this. Impact of rain and strong winds in Klungkung. House collapses and roofs fly off. Heavy rains accompanied by strong winds are still occurring in the Klungkung Regency. This condition caused trees to fall, and there was even an incident of roofs flying off. There were no fatalities in the incident, but material losses are estimated to reach tens of millions of rupiah. Since yesterday morning, BPBD Klungkung has received reports of the impact of natural disasters. At least until yesterday afternoon, there were around 15 reports of the impact of natural disasters being handled by BPBD Klungkung. Among them, fallen trees blocked road access, hit houses, and flying roofs blocked road access as well. Ikutut Tiasa, a local resident, had his roof blown off by a tornado. He said he was outside the house when the incident occurred. The strong wind came so quickly and blew the zinc roof off his house onto the highway. Even though it was just installed, it can't be used anymore, he said. Apart from the roof of his house, the roof of a business building a shrine next to his house was also damaged by the strong winds. Seeing the many incidents of fallen trees in the rainy season, Widiata appealed to residents to avoid outdoor activities. If you are outside when it rains, he said, do not take shelter under a tree. And if you see a tree that's prone to falling, he asked to report it immediately so that it can be handled by the BPBD Klungkung. And now, 2 segments that I wasn't able to put in the last video because the last video, well, we had that really long one on the future of tourism in Indonesia. So let's take a look at those 2. And some more, of course, on the Christmas New Year holiday. PHRI Denpasar expects hotel occupancy to reach 90% during Nataru 2025. These are the preparations made by tourism actors. So we know that Bali is one of the favorite destinations in Indonesia, well, all the time, but also for the holidays. Reflecting on 2023, the chairman of Indonesia Hotel and Restaurant Association, PHRI, Idabagus Gede Siddhartha Putra, said that the hotel occupancy in Denpasar reached 80% and is approaching 90% during this period. Entering early December, hotel occupancy in Denpasar is at 55 to 56%, with a total of 10 to 12,000 rooms. The spike is expected to happen soon, on the 18th, so next week, as people flood in here for Christmas and New Year. For Nataru, we are still holding at 70 to 75%. Only online usually moves quickly, so we hope it goes up to 80 to 90%, and hopefully it will be even 100% filled. Occupancy spikes usually occur near Christmas or after Christmas. In Sanur, this condition is expected to last until the first or second week of January. This is because the tourism market that stays overnight in Sanur is from Australia and Europe, who are still on a long holiday at the beginning of the new year, and are also generally older folks. Meanwhile, in the city, it's only a matter of days. What is important is comfort. People are not stuck in traffic, and that should be a factor. Hopefully the ticket prices will also go down. As for the 80% of distribution of hotels in Denpasar City, it's centered in the Sanur area. Other 20% spread around Denpasar. PHRI Denpasar members have now begun preparing their respective concepts to welcome in Nataru 2025, including by doing digital promotions. This is a big day for tourism people, hotel people, where guests are crowded, so that many creativity and programs are issued. PHRI Denpasar internally continues to boast Nataru preparations by emphasizing rules to help maintain order, security, fireworks, and for promotions that are included on the website. Okay, so people are going to be flooding in here, right? And happens every year at this time. And if you watch social media, you'll see tickets at some of these beach clubs. Well, they're, I think, sold out in some places. So a lot of New Year activity going on if you're one of those people that likes doing that stuff. Here we just hang around and watch fireworks from the roof because we can see the whole city. And I'll put a little video on that when that happens because it's always fun. We go upstairs, we eat some food, we watch the fireworks if it's not raining. And some more about tourism and about workers in the tourism industry, highlighting wages of female tourism workers. Deputy Minister of Tourism Lu Puspa highlighted that the wages of female workers in the tourist sector are not yet equal to those of male workers. This gap is caused for various reasons. She said that the problem is homework or housework and a shared responsibility to ensure that women have equal space and opportunities in the tourism sector. So this is an issue where women are generally in charge of taking care of the house, and that falls on them, and then working outside in the tourism sector is something added on. The deputy minister gave a speech when she was in Lovina recently and explained the data from the Ministry of Tourism in 2023. The number of female workers in tourism is 54%. Although the number is greater than male workers, female workers still experience a gap in the wages. Female workers in the tourism sector earn 14.7% less than men. This entire gap is caused by gender stereotypes, limited education, limited opportunities to grow. There should be a shared responsibility for housework, ensuring that women have space for opportunities in the tourism sector. According to Lu Puspa, the role of women is not only crucial in supporting the economy, but also the main pillar in creating social and cultural balance in various tourist destinations. I believe women and culture are two very important pillars in building an inclusive and sustainable tourism sector. This condition makes the Ministry of Tourism formulate strategic steps to support gender equality for women in the tourism sector. First, encourage women's participation in the tourism sector with training, market access, and mentoring. This ensures that women have an active role in creating cultural products that have economic value. Second step is to ensure equality in decision making. It's necessary to open the way for women to be in strategic positions as leaders, both in cultural communities, industry players, and policymakers. Third, utilize technology and cultural preservation so that the reach is wider. She has appreciated the efforts of KCKB Buleleng, which has empowered women as their role in maintaining and preserving culture. According to her, women are not only pillars of the family, but also guardians of civilization, pioneers of innovation, and inspiration for future generations. And the deputy minister is from here, from Sukasada, Salat, and so she said she likes to see Buleleng move up in the tourism industry. By the way, the KCKB is the Bali Fabric Love Community in Buleleng, up here in the Lovina area. And so here's another issue that needs to be addressed: the role of women in the tourism sector and their wages, which should be equal with men, and let's hope that happens in the near future. And that is it for today. Thanks for viewing. Be kind to someone today, and thanks for letting me know when you're kind to someone. Take care, and I will see you next time.